if you want to go ahead and make legitimate critiques about somebody, you leave that on your channel. Talking shit about someone and deleting it right after is one of the most cowardly things you can do.
So Bonza has now made 2 response videos to my single video on him, one of which he took down. Editor's note here, he's now taken down both of his videos on me because he ended up losing over 50 subscribers due to it, without me even uploading my response video yet, because even he knows it was extremely poorly made. Plus he blatantly lies and manipulates the situation. What I found the funniest in this situation is he didn't address anything apart from about 4 or so minutes of my 31-minute long video. He completely dodges talking about him attempting to false flag my video. The fact he still hasn't apologized to me, even though he claimed he has in the comment section of his original response to me, for this is fucking insane. You have never apologized to me, and you actually blocked me when I called you out on the false flagging bullshit you tried to pull. And for fuck's sake, he's even been deleting tweets that he's made about me and leaving certain ones up. If you're going to delete tweets, you either delete them all or none at all. By deleting specific tweets, you only try to form yet another false narrative. Also, what group chat are you talking about? I have no group chat about you, and that is a blatant lie which you have no evidence to back up. I don't think he realizes that he straight up admitted to breaking YouTube's terms of service and abusing the flagging system in order to take down a video simply because he disagreed with it. He then claims I used misleading tags even though all of my tags were on topic and weren't misleading. The only quote-unquote evidence he showed were tags that all included him or Griffin, which makes them on topic to the video, and he literally disproved what he was saying himself. Even Bonza himself doesn't even know why he tried to false flag me and flip-flops around it like a madman. He was simply looking for any reason to take down my video because I criticized him, and I want to make it very clear the only reason Bonza did not false flag my video was because I got Tipster involved. And for those of you who don't know who Tipster is, he's a YouTuber with around 90,000 subscribers on YouTube that uploads news related content. Now with all of that out of the way, let's take a look at Bonza's response video, which automatically proves me right about him not being able to take criticism.
Good morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen, depending on where you're from, and welcome back to the channel. If you didn't notice, I deleted my last video on the drama because I was missing some information.
Well, that's highly ironic considering the fact you miss out even more information in this video than your original response to me.
I'd like to start off by apologizing to Griffin Gaming, and also by saying that this gameplay is completely intentional. Just like the character of Clifford in the story of Death Stranding, I'm also Alex manipulated the situation to make me look as bad and as villainous as possible.
You have done that yourself!
I didn't manipulate anything. You went out of your way to bully Surchubs. That hasn't changed, and that is a blatant fact. Nowhere did I try to paint you as worse than what you are in this situation, and you failed to prove this in your video. In fact, you yourself are the one manipulating the situation by only responding to around 4 minutes of my 31-minute video on you, and only responding to a few minutes of the drama that has essentially gone on for over a week. You purposely miss out key information in this video, like you attempting to false flag me, to paint me as worse. I laid out the facts of the situation and stated you couldn't handle criticism, which you have proven by making this awful response video.
So let's clear things up and do it quickly. A former member of my Discord server who was very problematic was banned and made 5 separate alt accounts to harass me and continued to harass me on Instagram. I'm also Alex claims that this individual is defending themselves when I had to ban each of his 5 Twitter accounts one after the other, with him tweeting nothing but fucking insults at me.
Well, that's strange. Ass Eater isn't Surchubs' alt account, and once again you're trying to paint a literal child as the big bad guy harassing you. This is beyond wrong. You removed his platform to defend himself by blocking him, and so he made a few alts to defend himself. Whether he did that with insults is irrelevant. The way you handled him is still wrong, and nothing you show in this video proves otherwise.
I'm also Alex then proceeds to leak our Instagram DMs with messages retracted by Surchubs, where he admitted that he alted on Twitter and that his friend was alting on my YouTube account.
Once again, you leave so much context out of this video. You started this. You were the one who banned him from your server, and in response to that, he made a YouTube video criticizing what you did. After he uploaded the video, you directly sent your subscribers to harass him and to dislike bomb his video on you, which is a direct break of YouTube's terms of services. Plus, Bonza is actively trying to cover his tracks on Twitter by deleting tons of tweets he made because God forbid people see the full picture, and not just what what he wants them to see. I just want to mention the fact that Bonza fucking deleted his entire Twitter account just to hide shit from his followers. It is quite literally impossible for me to leak your DMs, my guy. You want to know why? Because they weren't with me. Unless I hacked Sir Chubbs to get the DMs, which I didn't, that's not me leaking them. Sir Chubbs was the one who leaked them, not me. And my man, how does one message being deleted change anything? You still sent your fans to bully him. You still bullied him yourself in the DMs. And nothing has changed. That singular message changes absolutely no context, and nor does it change anything to do with how I presented your DMs. It is very clear in my video that Sir Chubbs was the one who initiated the conversation. My point was that you handled the situation extremely poorly and resorted to bullying the kid instead of sorting it out like a grown man. Also, this is all so ironic since Bonza himself did the exact same thing on Twitter, but even worse. Instead of one message being deleted, Bonza had a video showing his DMs with Sir Chubbs, but with all of Bonza's replies removed with the tweet captured harassment. As you can clearly see, these screenshotted messages have been removed from that post. And when I called him out on this via Twitter, he unsurprisingly didn't respond there. However, you know where he did respond and admit to it? On my Discord server. You know, where almost none of his subscribers would see. As far as I know, he never said this on Twitter as well. For some reason, instead of actually responding to my video, Bonza focuses on one screenshot out of easily 20 shown in the video to try and delegitimize my arguments, and it's a pathetic attempt from him to further dodge criticism.
He then cowardly hides the fact that Griffin Gaming clarifies that he meant skinhead is bald, and kept that until the very end of his video. I guarantee you this wasn't Griffin's intention. And to Griffin, I'm sorry. If you would have clarified this would have never happened.
How exactly would Griffin have been able to clarify this to you when you actively went out your way to not speak to him?
And as a sign of goodwill, please select a charity and I will pay $50 out of pocket to it. That may not sound like much, but that's about a quarter of my monthly earnings as a full-time student.
At least something good might come out of this.
Also to Griffin, I'm incredibly proud of you for donating blood. Returning back to I'm Also Alex, he cowardly made the decision to upload the video a day after I announced I was going on vacation.
Yeah bro, I totally had my new PC delayed for weeks just so I could upload my video on you as you went on holiday. Like, what the fuck is his point here? This shit is so weak, it's unbelievable. It's not like I had this video in the works for a few days due to my old PC being extremely weak to the point I had to edit the video in 3 separate parts, then stitch them together and render them as one due to the fact my PC would have probably have blown up if I edited it in one sitting. To give you an idea of how bad my old computer's specs were, it could barely run Minecraft, and the exact specs it had was a GTX 750 with an i3 4th generation processor. Plus, for anyone interested, the new PC I got has a Ryzen 7 2700X and an RTX 3070. I did not purposely upload it when you went on holiday, and I really don't understand why you think that's what I did. Fuck me, I'm trying way too hard not to laugh right now.
Claiming that I can't take criticism when I delete comments that are nothing but toxic harassment and offer no criticism outside of insulting.
That once again is a complete lie. You delete most comments that are negative. I mean, goddamn, he's quick at it as well, living rent-free in his head.
I apologize multiple times for memeing on the individual that was banned from my server. This is going to be my 6th public apology for sending my Discord to see how far his alting and his cult will go.
God damn, imagine making 5 self-proclaimed apologies for sending your fans to harass someone and still lying about what you did in the 6th apology. You didn't send your fans to meme on him, you sent your fans to ratio this man, aka dislike bomb, aka targeted harassment, which breaks YouTube's terms of services. And by the way, here is the image of his so-called apologies, which he actually deleted from his community post tab. In it, he also claims he sent his subscribers to meme on him, which as I showed a second ago, he didn't do that. He sent them to harass the kid, and he also does exactly what he's supposedly apologizing for in those self-proclaimed apologies, and he's continued to do what he supposedly apologized for to this day.
To those who choose to remain subscribed to my channel, I'm sorry. This entire situation was made because I foolishly decided to try to make a video about toxic stan culture.
Yeah, bro, you totally did all this to call out stan culture, because as we all know, when calling out stan culture, you make videos on fucking Griffin Gaming instead of Tommy Innit, whose stans have literally made child porn of him. Also, you yourself said that the videos weren't bait. Plus, if the videos were bait, why were you so pressed about me quote-unquote taking the bait? If they were actually bait, you wouldn't be pissed and trying to false flag me for making a video on your quote-unquote bait. You'd be fucking ecstatic and over the moon in excitement, not pissed off and spurging out in a YouTube video where you supposedly respond to me, even though the video you've made in response is a total of 2 minutes and 40 seconds and my video on you is 31 minutes long. Totally a response video when you don't respond to 99% of the shit I said and completely cherry pick what you want to respond to, which is extremely ironic considering the fact you yourself called out another YouTuber for apparently cherry picking arguments.
My first 2 videos on Griffin Gaming were bait laced with founded criticism.
Again, dude, your own tweet says something else here.
The third one was a super chat that he agreed to. That was never clarified. Lastly, I need to go ahead and distance myself from a podcast I was on. Doc on the radio publicly tweeted at me saying that homosexuality was a sin, and in my private Discord server he confirmed that this was his beliefs. Obviously, we don't share this belief, and I'm trying to find a resolution with Doc to get the podcast removed. But that's all for me. If you want to stay, that's great. If you want to go, I completely understand.
He completely understands, guys. That's why he got salty about losing subs due to his response video on me. I mean, goddamn, imagine uploading a response video so bad you end up losing around 50 subscribers because of it, even before I made this video in response to your video. I'm not planning on making another video on Bonza, so upload should be back to normal next week. Now, with all of that said, I really did get exposed here, and my continuous lapse in my judgment should not be forgiven, and I do not expect to be forgiven. So with all of that said, I hope you guys can forgive me. Please do not forget to do all the things YouTubers love to beg you to do, aka like, comment, as well as subscribe so that I can see you all in my next video.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking cunt.